Struggling mechanic repairs Rolls-Royce no one could fix billionaire. Owner's gift changes his life. Jamal was a struggling mechanic working in a small garage on the edge of town. Business was slow, bills were piling up, and his dream of opening his own shop felt more impossible by the day. But he never stopped working hard, always treating every car like it belonged to royalty. One rainy afternoon, a glossy black Rolls-Royce Phantom was towed into his garage. The driver, clearly frustrated, explained that no mechanic in the city had been able to fix it. "It belongs to some rich woman," he muttered, "but she's giving up on it." Jamal inspected the car and noticed something strange in the engine. While others had missed it, he discovered a rare electrical fault hidden deep within the onboard system, something that required both patience and a bit of genius. After working through the night in the cold garage, he finally got it running. Next morning, a sleek car pulled up outside. From it stepped a tall, elegant woman in a designer coat. Her name was Selena Ward, a billionaire tech entrepreneur and the owner of the Rolls-Royce. "You're the one who fixed it?" she asked. Stunned, Jamal nodded humbly. "Just did what I could." She smiled. "No one else could figure it out. I had it in 3 luxury garages. You brought it back to life." Instead of just paying him, Selena asked him to sit down and tell her about his life. She learned about his dream of owning his own garage, how he had studied auto electronics on his own at night, and how he was barely holding on. The next week, Jamal received a package, legal papers transferring ownership of a fully equipped auto repair center and his name paid in full by Selena. Along with it came a brand new tool set, a business sign that read Jamal's Elite Auto Works, and a simple note: "You fixed my car. Now I hope this helps you fix your future." Jamal's life changed overnight. His shop quickly gained attention, and customers came from all over just to see the mechanic who fixed a billionaire's Rolls-Royce when no one else could. But Jamal never let it go to his head. He hung Selena's note on the wall and made it his mission to help other young mechanics chasing their dreams just like he once did in a cold, leaky garage. Within a few months, Jamal's Elite Auto Works became the talk of the town. Word of mouth spread like wildfire, not just because of the Rolls-Royce story, but because of how Jamal treated every customer with respect, fairness, and unmatched skill. He didn't overcharge. He explained everything clearly. He even gave free repairs. 2 elderly clients and struggling single parents, Selena Ward quietly observed from afar. She didn't want credit, but when Forbes published an article titled "The Humble Genius Behind the Billionaire's Rolls-Royce Fix," she sent Jamal a short message: "Proud of you. Keep rising." Jamal framed that one day, a young woman named Aaliyah walked into his shop with a broken-down hatchback and a familiar, defeated look in her eyes. She had once been an engineering student, but had to drop out due to financial issues. Jamal fixed her car for free, but more importantly, he offered her a job and mentorship. "You remind me of me," he told her. "All you need is a chance." Over time, Jamal hired more young people who just needed someone to believe in them. He built an apprenticeship program, funded partially by the growing profits from his now famous garage. He even gave motivational talks at local schools, encouraging kids to chase their passion, no matter how impossible it felt. A year later, Jamal received an unexpected invitation. It was for a gala celebrating innovation and impact, hosted by none other than Selena Ward's foundation. Jamal wasn't used to tuxedos and champagne rooms, but he attended out of gratitude and curiosity. That night on stage, Selena surprised him once again. She announced the Jamal Ibrahim Technical Grant, a scholarship in his name to fund the education of underprivileged youth in engineering and mechanics. Jamal was stunned as the room rose in applause. "I gave him a garage," Selena told the crowd, "but he gave hope to an entire community." Jamal stood up, overwhelmed. He simply said, "I was just fixing cars. I didn't know I was building dreams," and from that day forward, he wasn't just known as the mechanic who fixed the unfixable Rolls-Royce. He became known as the man who turned a spark of kindness into a lifetime of change. As Jamal's influence grew, so did his vision. With help from Selena's foundation and growing public support, he launched the Spark Initiative, a nationwide program that turned abandoned garages into training centers for young aspiring mechanics and engineers from underprivileged backgrounds. These centers didn't just teach skills, they provided mentorship, life coaching, and a sense of belonging. Every workshop had a photo of Jamal standing beside that legendary black Rolls-Royce, a symbol of how one act of faith and hard work could change the course of a life. But Jamal never forgot where it all began. Each year, on the anniversary of fixing that car, he closed his flagship shop and spent the day alone in his first garage, now preserved as a museum. The cracked concrete floor, the single dangling light bulb, the tiny toolbox, all left exactly as they were that rainy day. He'd sit quietly for a while, then write a single sentence in a notebook he kept locked in a drawer, a reminder that rock bottom is where the strongest roots grow. One evening, Selena visited the museum unannounced. "Still come here every year?" she asked, walking slowly through the tiny space. Jamal smiled. "It keeps me grounded," she nodded. "I was thinking, I have a fleet of classic cars collecting dust in my warehouse. Maybe you'd like to turn them into a community museum. Run it?" Tell your story. Inspire others. Jamel chuckled. You really don't quit, do you? Selena grinned. Neither do you. Years later, a documentary about Jamal's life aired globally. The final shot showed him helping a little girl tighten a bolt on her first engine. She looked up and asked, Mr. Jamal, did you ever think you'd be famous? He smiled gently and replied, I never wanted to be famous. I just didn't want to be forgotten. And thanks to one mysterious car, a woman who believed in second chances, and a mechanic who refused to quit, he never would be.